welcome back to the Once a Week Kitchen. Today I'm going to try and have a go at pizza. I haven't made pizza for many years, but my son likes it very much and so do I, so I'm going to have a go. Hello there. Today we're making pizza. I've got a bag of pizza base mix here, which cost me 89p, and apparently this is enough to make 6 10-inch pizzas, so I'm just making 2 today. So I'm using a third of a bag, which is 330 grams, or in American style cup measurements, 2.5 cups. This mix has got the dried yeast already mixed in. So I've got here 125 mils of milk and water, which is sort of lukewarm. I'm going to mix in with that 20 mils of olive oil. I'm going to make a well in the centre. I'm going to pour this liquid in to mix this together now to make a dough. While I'm doing that, I'll show you the toppings. I've got here my pasta sauce recipe, which is on YouTube. I've pureed it with a blender to make it smooth, but that is made with fresh peppers, onions and tinned tomatoes, so it is nice and healthy. So at least we've got something fresh in the vegetable line to go on top of the pizza. So I'll make this into a dough, and then we've got to knead it for about 5 to 10 minutes until it gets smooth. I've also got for the topping some mozzarella cheese, some cheddar cheese and some pepperoni slices, because my son likes them, so it will make it one plain margherita pizza for me and a pepperoni pizza for him. Need a little bit more liquid than that actually. I've made the liquid up to 200 mils and we've managed to get this all together to form a dough. So I'm now going to knead it. So this is how we do it. We get hold of it and push in with this part of your hand on a floured surface. Just keep doing that and it will become really smooth. I'm going to do this for about 5 or 6 minutes. If the dough gets sticky, just add a little bit more plain flour and carry on kneading. There's something really satisfying about kneading dough. It's really soothing. I could do this all day actually. Right, I've finished kneading the dough now. It's nice and smooth. So I'm popping it back into the bowl. I've got some cling film here. The kitchen's nice and warm. It does need to be in a warm place, so don't stick it in the fridge. So I'm going to leave this for about half an hour and hopefully it will rise. Right, I told you that I was going to leave the dough for 30 minutes to rise. Actually it didn't rise at all in 30 minutes, so I left the dough and I went off to work for the day. Everything I do has to work around the working day. So I came home from work and this is how the dough was when I came home. It's absolutely risen up double. So I'm going to make this into 2 pieces now. So I'll just show you how I do the first one. Little flour on the board. Take the dough out. At least I know that the yeast has done its work and it shouldn't be fermenting any further in my stomach. So I'll cut this in half. I'm just going to knead it lightly. Again, little flour, ready to roll it out. So that's lovely and soft and pliable now. Let's see how big we can make this. I've got here a baking sheet lined with parchment. I always use parchment because it doesn't stick, not ever. So we want this to be as thin as possible. So I would say if you're making pizza, anything with yeast, allow enough time for the dough to rise. To try and make this bigger by stretching it. I think this is what the pizza guys do in Italy. They throw it around a lot and try and get it much bigger. Well, I'm not that clever, but I'll do the best I can. So I'm just sort of squeezing it and letting the weight of it stretch. It's getting a little bit bigger now. Try it again. As I say, it's many years since I made pizza, so fed up of buying them. They are quite nice bought ones, but it's always nice to be able to make your own. It's very stretchy. So I think that's big enough now to go on my baking sheet. Pop it on there. This is my own pasta sauce video on YouTube under pasta sauce basically. So I'm going to put I've pureed it with a blender, hand blender. So I'm going to just put lots of this on the pizza and spread it around. I've got the oven set at 150 degrees. So I don't like the pizza to cook too quickly because it gets burnt on the outside and then not cooked in the middle. Mozzarella, I'm going to slice it fairly thinly. Enough for another pizza, and we've got some pepperoni slices here, so I'm going to just take half a dozen of those. I'm going to cut them in half because they are quite big. Just pop them on here. In and amongst the mozzarella. So I'm going to pop this in the oven now. I'm going to give it about 15 minutes and then I'm going to check it and see if it's cooked.